Wondering how to stop overspending? Tired of going over your budget? Well, if you are, you want to stay tuned for this video. I'm going to be sharing 10 tips to help you avoid overspending. Hey guys, it's Fo from mamaandmoney.com, where I teach you how to make and manage money to become financially free. In this video, I'm going to be sharing 10 ways that you can avoid overspending. So first of all, let's address the reason why you are overspending. The truth of the matter is you won't solve the problem until you get to the root of the issue. So here are some reasons that we typically overspend. So first of all, it's out of habit. How many times have you gone in the store and just out of muscle memory and just out of habit, you drop things in the cart that you didn't necessarily intend on buying, but you bought anyway? So you have a habit of just picking up things that you don't necessarily need. So that is one reason that we tend to overspend. Another reason is out of boredom. So by some small chance as a mom, you have some free time and you find yourself bored. Maybe you're tired of binge watching on Netflix or doing all the things around the house and you're just bored. So out of boredom, you begin scrolling on your phone, and next thing you know, you've made some purchases from Amazon and Target and wherever else. So that is another reason why we tend to overspend. It is out of sheer boredom because we just don't know what to do with our free time. And then there's retail therapy. Have you ever been in a bad mood and you decided that you wanted to go shopping to help make yourself feel better? This is a trap for overspending. You think that it's going to make you feel better, but shortly after you have buyer's remorse. And then it doesn't help that you're on social media and you see so many people sporting their luxury goods or showing off their vacation or the latest thing that they bought. This social pressure, along with very strategic marketing campaigns done by businesses, is another factor that contributes to you overspending as well. Now, just because these are common reasons that people tend to overspend, it doesn't give you an excuse to continue spending over your budget or above your means. So let's dive into ways that you can curb your overspending. So first things first, you want to refine your decision making. So what exactly does that mean? That means that if you're going to make a purchase, you need to ask yourself, one, do I need it? And two, can I wait? Give yourself a waiting period before you make a purchase that isn't essential. So something that's not on your weekly list of items that you need to maintain your home. So if it's something that you are like, ooh, I want to buy this, take a break, pump the brakes, and give yourself a waiting period to decide if this is something that you actually need or can wait to purchase. The second thing that you can do is pay with cash instead of cards. Now, obviously, this only works when you're physically in a store, but if you have cash, you can quickly realize how fast that cash will go away once you start spending. You guys know that once you break that 20 or once you break that 100 or that 50, that money goes fast. So knowing that when you shop with cash, you are less likely to want to break that bill because that money will go away as soon as you break the bill. So shop with cash versus cards so that you are very cognizant of how quickly your money is going away. And once that cash is gone, you no longer have money to spend. Now, if you're like me and you don't necessarily like carrying cash, you do have the option of using digital cash envelopes, which have the same function. And I have a whole video on that. I'll leave a link for you in the show notes and in the cards above. Thirdly, you want to create a budget and stick to it. The key here is sticking to your budget. Now, you want to outline exactly how much you're going to spend on each budget category. But here's the thing that'll help you stop overspending when it comes to budgeting. You want to put something in your budget for those extra items that you may want to buy, for that Target run, for that Amazon shopping spree, or just going out and about and buying clothes or those things that you really do want to buy with your extra cash. Have a budget in place for those fun or extra items that you want to spend on. When you don't budget for it, that's when you can easily overspend. So knowing that you do want to purchase those items, set aside some funds to go towards that extra spending or that discretionary spending so that you're not overspending to your budget. The fourth way that you can avoid overspending is saying no to debt. This means putting away those credit cards. It is much easier to spend someone else's money than it is to spend your own. So when you have credit cards, you have these outrageous limits that give your brain the signal that you have money to spend. So if you want to avoid overspending and living above your means, say no to debt. Use the money that you have, live within your means, and don't try to use a credit card to purchase things that you truly cannot afford. The next thing that you want to do is leverage a savings account that is not easily accessible. Meaning you don't want to be able to dip into your savings to fund your spending. So make sure that your savings is separated from your checking account. You can do this by having an online savings account versus a brick and mortar that's easily accessible. So putting your savings away from your checking makes it much harder to pull extra money when you've overspent to your budget. The sixth tip is to not allow your debit card or your credit card to autofill on your internet browser. This is a sure trap for you to spend money. By autofilling your information, it makes it much easier for you to complete the transaction. Obviously, that works in the advantage of the company, but not so much in your advantage. Take the extra time of getting up to get that debit card or that credit card so that you have time to decide whether or not this is actually a purchase that you need to make. So go ahead, clear out your browser, make sure that you're not autofilling your information so that you don't have an easy route to making purchases that you can't necessarily afford. Number 7, you want to remove shopping apps from your devices. Yes, I know it's super easy to just go in an app and make a purchase. Apps like Amazon, apps like Target, apps like Walmart, apps like your favorite boutique or shopping store. Whatever the case is, you want to remove those apps from your phone so it's not easily accessible. Having it right at your fingertips is just grounds for temptation. So if you don't want to be tempted to overspend, remove those apps from your phone right now so that you won't be overspending to your budget. The next thing that you want to do is unsubscribe to promotional emails. Companies spend millions of dollars in email marketing and even text message marketing promoting sales and products and services that they are offering. Take the time to unsubscribe to these so that, again, you won't be tempted in your inbox or in your text messages. Every company is required by law to allow you to unsubscribe, and usually that's in very small print at the bottom of an email. So go ahead, unsubscribe from that email, and also unsubscribe from the text message list so that you're no longer getting promotional emails that will tempt you to buy. Number 9, you want to use website blockers. So if you have trouble just finding your way to your favorite boutique or online store, use website blockers to block those particular websites from your browser. This helps you stay disciplined such that you are not going to those websites and spending money because you're tempted. So leverage a website blocker to block those sites to avoid going to them and spending money. And number 10 is to unfollow social media accounts that tempt you to spend. So this could be peer pressure. This could be social media accounts from your favorite stores. Whatever it is, you don't want to have that in your face all the time as you're on social media. So go ahead and unfollow those accounts that are tempting you to buy or making you feel like you have to buy in order to keep up with the Joneses. You don't want to be tempted by social pressure to make purchases that you yourself cannot afford. All right, guys, so those are 10 tips to help you avoid overspending so that you're not living above your means and blowing your budget. As always, if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more mama and money tips. I'll talk to you in the next video.